Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to COBOL, where we will see how we can utilize inspect keyword in order to replace more than one character at a time. Okay, so just assume a scenario, we are supposed to create one program where we are accepting one string, maybe from third party tool or from some other source. Okay, and we have that string, right? Now from that string we want to replace one or more than one character with, we want to replace more than two character with some other characters. So in that situation, how we can utilize inspect keyword, this thing we are going to discuss in this particular session. Those who are already referring this series, they might know that yes, we are learning about inspect keyword, and in our previous session we discussed like how to use inspect keyword in order to replace one character and to count the fetch of particular character. Okay, to fetch the count of particular character. So in this session is just a continuation of the same, where we will see how we can utilize the inspect keyword. So let's go to the program and see what we have prepared for today's demo. So taking option 2 over here to explain you the code, we will go in the same manner. Firstly, I will explain you the program, then we will understand the code, and after that, like after understanding the program and code, we will see the output. If you have not watched the previous session, then I request you to please go and check out the previous session first, because these all sessions of playlist are in proper sequence. So if you refer the session sequentially then it would be really very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for now we are just focusing on the main topic, which is replacing the all occurrence of a character for more than two characters. So let's see the program. The first thing we have encountered here is the identification division. Now what is identification division? Identification division is mainly used in order to show the program identity related information, which includes information like program ID. So here what program ID is denoting? It is denoting the program name. So you can see this is the program name. Then we have author. Author is denoting author name, which is Tech Sharmit. Okay, so these are the all information that is showing the information related to program name. Okay, sorry, program identity, and that's why we have kept all these information. There might be other information that you can store here, but for now we just need this information, so I declared like this. Then we have three line as a commented line. So you can see these are the three line which we have commented, and if you count it from here, so you will count till 7, and on 7th position when you put the asterisk, it will be considered as a commented line. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So this is the 7th position. Here whatever you will write will be considered as your commented line. Clear? Now you can see in comment line we have mentioned the topic of today's session, which is replace all occurrence of a character for two different characters. Okay, I'll show you, I'll explain you. So let's see what we are doing in data division. So data division is mainly used to declare all the variables. So under the section of working storage section, we will store all the variables, we will declare all the variables that we are going to utilize throughout our program. So here you can see we have we have declared one variable, which is working storage section. Okay, now in this in this working storage section, we have declared one variable where we are specifying the level number as 01. So what level number is denoting? It is denoting higher data hierarchy. Then we have str. What do you mean by str? Str is denoting data name or variable name. Then we have PIC. PIC is denoting picture clause, and we have x of 40. What do you mean by x of 40? X of 40 is denoting the type as well as the length of the variable, where x is denoting alphanumeric and length is 40. After that we have value clause. Value clause is mainly used to store or to initialize the value to your variable. Okay, So this is the value clause. Now here you can see we have stored one string which is the texture myth podcast, but there are few characters which are in small case, but other than all characters are in capital letter. So you can see T is in small case, here H is in small case. Okay, so now the requirement is that we want to replace T and H at a time using inspect keyword. So those who have covered the previous session, they know that we use the same code to replace the character T with capital T. Now I'm going to modify this code in order to make it useful for the condition where we want to modify two characters at a time. Okay, so for that, firstly we need to initiate the procedure division, because procedure division is the main division where we write the code in uh, where we write the main logic of our program. So here you can see on line number 16, I'm displaying the string which is str before replacing characters. This line is just to show you the actual string. Okay, so this is just to show you the actual string without any modification. So here I'm using display command, str before replacing characters and str variable. So it will just show you the actual string with this hard-coded text. Then we are using the inspect keyword. So to use inspect keyword, just write inspect, then the variable name which is str, replacing all t's by capital T. But this is not our requirement, right? We also want to replace h with capital H. So in that case, just remove this period. Here write all and small h by capital H. So this is the exact syntax which you can follow in order to replace your two character at it. And if there are more than two characters, then you can add one more line and add the detail. Okay, but make sure that you use this point or this what you can say the period symbol only once you are done with all the condition. So now what line number 18 and 19 will do, it will replace all characters from small t to capital T and H to capital H. Clear? So this is how it works. Once it is converted, then we are printing it again. So display str after replacing characters str. So this line will print the actual string after modification, not actual string, the modified string. And then we are using stop run. What stop run will do, it will terminate the program flow. So this is the simplest code which we are using in order to move or in order to replace small t with capital T and small h with capital H without using inspect keyword two times. Okay, otherwise you can use inspect keyword two time and it will replace the string, but we don't want to do that. Instead of that, we just want to run a single inspect keyword command through which we want to replace two characters at a time. Got it? So this is the program. Now let me compile this and see the output. So I'll just take option 14 here to compile the program, and Y for deleting the existing object. So it is compiled now and you can see there is no error. Now I'm going to call it. So once I call this program, you will see str before replacing character, the texture myth podcast. Then if I press enter again, you will see str after replacing characters, the texture myth podcast. So what it did, it just replaced all the letter small t, not all, the one which is in small t with capital T, and similarly the letters which is present in small h to capital H. And that's why we have got the desired output, which is the texture myth podcast, and every letter of this string is in capital letters. So don't get confused that it is replacing the case. No, it is not replacing the case. It is just replacing the character with the character which we are providing to it. So here you can see we are using two things, right? We are providing two information. One character which we want to replace and another one from which we want to replace. Okay, so don't get confused that it is changing the case. Okay, it is not changing the case, it is replacing the character. So yeah, that's all for today's session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.